And welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about the color purple. Yay, purple! Some people see it as a sad, funerary kind of a color. I see it as elegance and luxury, royalty, and I like to put it in that vein, okay? So I like to take color right out of the tube, and this one happens to be the Holbein Acrylic Amethyst. That's my base color, and if I just put it on a piece of paper, there's your color. But working with all the different values here in the grayscale that I'm working on here in my little studio guide, I can tell by contrast by using lots of different whites in there, and look at all the different values I can get. So with this one color, amethyst, purple, start adding other colors to it. That's when it gets to be really fun. And then I add a whole lot of white to it. Look at that color from that color. Well, that's what I mean when I say make your own chart. Try different colors, with the dominant color being violet or purple. I tend to make it royalty and really make it uplifting. It's fun. Even with fruits and vegetables, I mean, obviously the dominant color is, oh my gosh, both of them are screaming at you, the green and the purple. But I add a lot of pink, that fluorescent opera color to the purple, and it just makes it pop. But I'm looking at, again, based on my grayscale, look how dark it is over here, look how light it is over here. The background's somewhat neutral, and it recedes, because green tends to recede here in this particular painting. And the purple, the strong colors, come forward. Kind of a nice thing to know if whether you're doing abstracts or if you're doing something that's more recognizable. There's my recognizable. It's great to play with different color backgrounds on this one, as you can see too. So here's a larger canvas. It's 30-inch by 30-inch. I'm still working on it. I'm having a great time working dominant color purple. Let's see what else I can get away with. All right. So what I'd like to do for you right now is a quick little sample of how I work and play with the color purple. I paint flat on a table. That way, when I put the paint down, it doesn't start dripping all over the place, right? So I paint flat. Here's my materials. Here are my materials. Paper towels, always paper towels ready to go. Big, wide brushes. I've been using them for years, as you can tell, and they still are great brushes. These are my paints. These are the Holbein acrylic paints. They're heavy-bodied and full of color, and they're not wimpy colors. So this is the family of purples that I'm going to be using. Starting off with the amethyst. I have some blues in there, and then I have the luminous opera pink to add to some of those blues to give it another kind of a violet purple color. Even over here, the primary magenta. Now from my color wheel, though, that's mostly the dominant color is purple here, well, the focal point color will be this color, green. So I have a little bit of green sitting over here. Also here, my black, big buckets of black, big buckets of white titanium, and my watercolor paper happens to be Kilimanjaro, 300-pound Kilimanjaro, and I get it from Cheap Joe's. It's the only place I know where to get it. So let's get started. And I cannot wait to throw paint around. Here we go. So here's my family of purples and various kinds of blues and hot pinks to make the purples. Even the magenta over here. Green, of course, according to my wheel, is the focal point for this painting. Of course, we have over here my black and a couple dollops of titanium white, wide brushes. I want to show you this really cool product too that you get at Holbein. This is acrylic ink refillable marker. So you know about their wonderful acrylic inks. I love all their colors. And you fill up these little markers, and these are foam tips with different widths, and they work really great. Look at this. Holy Toledo, look at this. Man, can you have a good time playing with these? And they can be narrow. That's what's so beautiful about them. You have choices. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this really cool refillable marker for the acrylic inks. They don't always have to be right out of a big cup. So that's something I wanted to show you. I think it's so much fun to play like that. All right. Oh boy, one more tool, right? So the basic color is going to be violet. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it to speed things up by doing it with a paper towel. All right. Wet the paper towel just a little bit, and I'm going to put this color all over the place. Water is your friend. Of course, this is a demo on working with different kinds of purples. There we go. You can make it really dark if you wanted to, really dark. Now this is where I like to start mixing colors. Like here's a dark magenta, ultramarine. It's still purple, but variations of the purple. What's fun is to take a little bit of the opera and mix it in with the blue and make your own purple. I'll take some of this blue, this is the cobalt, a little bit of white, and a little bit of that purple. I'm going to do the mixing right in here so you can kind of compare it. And I make charts of different hues. So I can see what it's going to look like when you mix it with other colors. All one color, but families of the other blues and purples, magentas. I'm going to add some more magenta down here. Get it back to that super, super rich royal color. Add some dark blues on top of that, you see. In other words, don't make one color like purple or any other color so boring. You get to be a painter now. I'm going to add some of this green in here. Oh gosh, what's going to happen there? Again, this is how I make my softer hues. So I'm going to add some green right over here. You're going to say, wow, what are we doing here? Let me get it back, soften it, add some white to it. Here comes that neutral. And lots of white to that focal point color. That's how it works for me. Oh man, I'm going to continue on over here. It's beautiful, playing with soft colors. See how the hues kind of recede a little bit? The darker colors come forward. Wow. Limited palette can be pretty strong. This is one of those rare opportunities where I really get to do the mixing on the painting itself. I usually do it off to the side. But I want you to see instant results playing with the color of violet. Well, that's it for me for the color purple, violet, any color you want to call it. Take a color, no matter how much you love it or how much you don't want to love it. Take a whole color for the whole day and see how many different variations you can do. And again, make your own different neutral or hue, different hues color chart and hang it up on the wall. It's going to be your best friend. Thanks for watching. I hope you get to share this with everybody, and I'll see you on the next BobBlast.